Hello sim fans, Racing 393. As you can see by the backdrop, rFactor. rFactor 2 has a lot of new content. There's a couple of things that I am particularly interested in, so that's what I'm hoping to do today. They've got various updates. It's quite a big update actually, their quarterly update, but there's two things that really interest me. One is there's some vehicles in there, some touring cars in there which I like, some British touring cars. I have tried the older, not the ones that came out recently, but they've had other BTCC, so I've tried them and they have improved them from what I can gather. But there's one car that actually does interest me on there, and it's the Mini Cooper. They actually call it, as I look at my notes here, Austin Mini Cooper. It's a Cooper S Mark 1. That's understandable. It's 1963, 64, I would think. Group 2. I've never heard that before. I know they raced these minis back in the day, and I suppose they may have been a class, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, etc. I don't know, but I've never heard of that, so something I learned. So we're going to try the Mini. It's a very highly powered, but very low powered for like long high-speed tracks. So you've got to pick a suitable track, and the track I'm going to pick is Castle Coombe. It's in Chippingham, I think, just up the M4. It's about an hour and a half from me, I suppose. I've been there. It's a lovely old-fashioned, old-school track, and rFactor 2 has the latest, to a degree, rendition of that track with the chicanes in. So we're going to be taking the Mini around there. The other interesting fact with rFactor 2, which is what I'm deeply interested in, although I'm not so sure how it will work, they've implemented Railroad 2, is it? I should look, shouldn't I? What's it got on here? Let me just zoom back. It's a massive update. Yeah, Railroad 2.0. So it effectively simulates different, the track heating up or cooling down depending on the time of day, temperature, the amount of cars that are running around the track at any one time. I don't know how they're going to do that. That's very interesting. So we're going to give it a go. They say in their blurb, all tracks. Does that mean all their tracks, or does it mean the third-party tracks as well? I don't know. Should be interesting. So I don't know why I do that. I'm going to hop in the car eventually. rFactor 2 is a ball ache to load on my computer. I don't know why. I've reinstalled it so many times. It just sort of just hangs there, and it looks like it's doing absolutely nothing, and about 30 minutes later it will load. Who knows? So we're waiting for that. My capture device seems to be working. All good. So we're going to hop into the car. We're going to try the Mini around Castle Coombe and explore this sort of track live feel and see how we go. Right, let's hop. I don't want to say then. Let's hop in. Okay, so we're out in the Mini Cooper, 1960. This one's actually 1963, 64, and we're at Castle Coombe. So we'll do a quick lap round, and then we'll do a couple of faster laps. So
right side, clear on the right.
Let me just get back to the start line. I can do like a quick sort of narrative lap. Now, one of the things that interests me about this particular rFactor 2 update is, which I can really feel, the tyres not gripping, and which could be more so to the the track. They've got the new real track, or real, what's it called? Real Track 2.0. And I must say, it does feel like, you know, green. Although I think the track's actually set in game, defaulted at the moment as rubbered in. So the sort of the feeling of the car is more so the tyres. So anyway, we're coming around to the start-finish straight. The first corner, I've got some notes, so if I look away, it's because I'm looking at my notes. This is Folly, and this comes up to Avon Rise and into Quarry. Probably one of the most... everyone stands around this area and sits here to watch, because most incidents happen here at this corner. Tight in, wide out, and this comes into Farm Straight and into the simply named S's, which in a Mini...
Fastest lap for green, 125.7.
Which for the Mini's third gear, we come out of the S's, Old Paddock Bend. I guess the pits used to be over there somewhere. Oh, see. I can't control a Mini with 75.
Yellow flag, caution.
75 brake horsepower.
New fastest lap for crew, 124.7. Green flag in sector 2.
So that's called Hammer Down, and we're coming into Tower, I think. I'm just
That's
looking.
new fastest lap for Bishop, 124.5.
This could be Hammer Down actually. Old Paddock Bend, sorry. Old Paddock Bend.
You're locking your fronts going into Tower.
Oh no, I'm a few corners behind. This is Bobby's. A tighter hairpin. Westway. So I'm looking at my notes. I don't know the track off the top of my head. So this is Westway. And the last corner, well, Dean's.
Car on your left side. Be on the left.
Aptly named, and into Camp Corner. So I'm going to do a few more laps. You can sit along for the ride. So we're coming up to Avon Rise, into Quarry. Let the car slide here initially because the tyres or the track is super slick. Into the S's.
P4, sector 1 is 1.4, off the pace.
A little bit of left foot braking. Bump.
Cold tyres all round.
Bit of curb.
That's a new fastest lap for Bishop, 124.1.
So this is Hammer Down. You can really feel the torque steer on this car. Into Bobby's. Now this is a tighter out, compromise the in. I've actually driven this track, so I am reasonably familiar with it. Camp Corner.
The guy ahead has just posted a 125.2. P5.
Right.
Sector 3 is 0.9, off the pace.
It does feel a little bit more planted for the Mini. 75 brake horsepower. As it goes light over the crest. Quarry. Try not to put too much steering input. Third gear, left foot braking. The S's. Glitch and wide. Wide. Hammer down. Is this Hammer Down? Tower. H pattern 4-speed. Bobby's.
You're locking your right rear.
Tight in. compromise the in for the out.
Sector 2 is 1.8 off the pace.
Still way off the pace at the minute, but I'm down to the final bend. Camp corner. Right, let's go back the car now. So the car feels like a Mini does. I've driven a Mini, not a Cooper S.
Your lap time was at 127.4.
Using the H pattern and the clutch. Heel and toe, feels good. Don't put too much steering lock in because the car doesn't like that. Trying to use the momentum
Your brake
you've got.
temperatures are looking good.
Bit of left foot braking, cadence braking there. Sort of trail
Fastest
braking.
lap for Bishop, 124.0.
But you can really feel the lightweight car. It does feel really, really good. Bit too early apex there, but hey ho. The idea is not to get the car crossed up with the steering.
Your right tyres are cold.
But you can feel the car beginning to grip up on the track. More glitching. Got more room there on that corner actually. So we'll try one more lap.
That's your quickest lap. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace.
You can really feel the car come to you now.
You're locking your right rear.
So it felt really good then, over the crest and light. Bit of opposite lock. Because it's got hardly any power anyway. I'm still a second down because there's a couple of glitches. Slightly later apex there.
Cold tyres all round.
Using the curbs where you can. You can feel that through the steering. The torque steer, understeer and oversteer. It's amazing how you can feel that through the steering wheel. I've always got more room there than I realise.
Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
A few glitches on that lap. Computer glitches, I think. Trying to be as neat and tidy through quarry there. But you can feel the car floating through there, really good.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
I always get that first part wrong there, I must admit. But you can feel the... Yeah, it's the front wheels. Definitely, you know, proper front wheel drive. Lift off
You're locking
oversteer.
your right rear.
Yeah, a bit too hard then. It's a bit of a better chicane there, that one. Use more of the track. Good, that was better.
P3.
Not a bad lap. One more. This is so much fun on a track that these cars would have raced round. So the track's coming to me now. Definitely got more grip. Slightly ahead of my fastest time, but I'm not. Very bumpy on that one. You can really feel the car go light. And there. The gears feel superb. Nicely done there, the steering.
Your sector 2 time is quick.
Not as quick through there then. Try not to slide the car too much, because it's got, you know, 75 brake horsepower, 6,500 RPM. Oh, it's too hard. Trying to be a hero. We're down a bit on our time.
B2.
Although I have gone quicker. Right, one more lap. Lovely four-wheel drift there. Sort of lift off oversteer. You can just catch it right. Might not be the
Sector
quickest
1
way.
is 0.3 off the pace. We're seeing lots of right rear locking.
Oh no. A glitch.
Yellow flag, sector 2.
A glitch happened just as I was turning as well there, so. Right, I won't do the other lap, there's no point. I went off.
Green flag, sector 2.
So what do I think? This is really good. So the can't even keep the car straight now. So the car itself
in your left front, braking for old paddock.
is really good. It feels like a Mini. I've driven a Mini. I have driven an old Mini, not a Cooper S, but I've driven an old Mini at pace in my life. I must admit, if you've got the basics of what a Mini should feel like, this is it. So well done, Studio 397. You've hit the nail on the head there. Regarding the real track 2.0, well, it feels okay. I mean, the car did come to me. I wasn't sure if that was more tyres than track. I don't know. It's difficult to sort of, in a sim, to tell the difference.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
But yeah, this particular track is really apt for the minis and the smaller cars, if I'm honest. I'm just going to literally come out car for a second. So to summarise, the Mini is definitely worth the money. Like I say, it's a 63, 64 model Cooper S. Incidentally, the S actually doesn't stand for anything. Most people think it's super or sport. It was just to like differentiate the, I can't even say that word, but you know what I mean, between a normal Cooper and a Cooper S. So the S didn't actually, as far as I'm aware, stand for anything. The modelling's really great, as you can see. What else? Mark 1, 1071, so that's the size of the engine. Most of the Mini Coopers, like nowadays, the older types, 997. But the Cooper S, 1275. Was it a 1275 GT or was that a 1275 GT? That's not a Cooper. I'm pretty sure the Cooper had the 1275 in it, if I'm honest. 75 brake horsepower, 70 brake horse at 6,200 RPM, and it just drops slightly at 6,500 RPM, only by 5 brake horse. So it does keep its torquiness, the BHP through the sort of the rev range there. Amazing job. These would be great racing online if people would race properly. My computer's a little bit glitchy for some reason. rFactor 2 always is a bit of a ball ache to run, if I'm honest. What else? The track and the track 2.0, the real track 2.0. You need to do more of it. I need to do more of it. I'm not too sure. I think the track presets are rubbered in.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
Sometimes I wish I could turn that off. So I'm unsure. I think the fact of the car being all over the place was tyres, which is really good. If that's the case, that's really good. If it's the track, that ain't so good. Because a cold track will feel different to what a cold tyres would feel like, as opposed to a rubbered-in track, cold tyres, a green track, warm tyres. It is completely different, and I'm not sure it's difficult. I would say that's the tyres on the car not hot, rather than the track not rubbered in. And as it started on rubbered in, I would think the track has its more or less its maximum grip. But anyway, that's the first. I might do another video of it. We've got a caterer to take round. But that'll be it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. Quick video. I appreciate you watching. And bye for now.